Hey, Blessed Tribe, it's Coach Jess. I'm back again with another mental health motivational word. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day and have all of your things that you need to make your turkey and your Thanksgiving come together. And that you guys are going to commune with your family, whether it be your biological family, your extended family, or your adoptive family, a family that you have created all on your own. And it doesn't include outside family, extended family members, whatever Thanksgiving looks like to you or this time of the year where everybody's celebrating, they're getting together. It's supposed to be happy and cheerful and happy and joyous. Just make sure you're trying your best to stay in that energy, okay? So do whatever brings you peace. So, I'm the mental health queen, okay? So do not overextend yourself. Do not feel obligated, the pressure to buy things that you do not need. I gave you guys a word already to tell you that God said you do not need another credit card debt. You do not need another bill. You do not need anything to mask or to cover up what you need to bring to Him. So, as I just was getting on with you guys today, I just wanted to just share because I don't know why I feel a little anxious myself. I don't know why, but it's probably just because I'm an empath and I've been around a lot of people and I've been feeling that hustle and bustle and that energy of just getting everything done. So it's something about the fruits and vegetable aisle at the grocery store I work at. A lot of Holy Spirit just be working over there in that area, and it's probably just because Holy Spirit been telling me to start my own garden. I've been watching like Oprah; she loves the garden. Michelle Obama; these are like women that I watch for influence and motivation. And then I also grew up on a farm with my grandfather. So my dad's father, he was a farmer. And this time of the year, everybody would be coming to him getting collards, cabbages, fresh onions, and all those type of vegetables. So it's just something about the vegetable section. And I know God want me to beef up my vegetable eating also. But anyway, I was just in that aisle today and I saw an angel. So God just allowed me to see other kingdom Kendrick like spirits in the grocery store, or as I go pump gas, go to the pharmacy, go to the doctor, go to different churches, commune with my own family. When you see another kingdom ambassador, it's just a look that you got. It's a smile that you have, and it's within. So God wanted me to get on today to tell you guys that's why when you get in an environment where darkness is, that's why you can't thrive in that environment. That you're not liked that easily, because people can see your light, people can see your joy, they can see your inner peace, they can see the thing that they hate, and it's a thing that they admire. They just don't know how to get to where you are with your abundance, with your peace, with your happiness, with your boundary setting, knowing when to speak, knowing when to work in that authority, the authoritative position that God has gave us to be able to be bold and to do our gifts and bring it forward. That's why even now, like when I'm not on camera, I'm very quiet, I'm very mellow, I'm very humble. I'm like that anyway, but just now that I've found my purpose and I know what God wants me to do, and that is to inspire and motivate people to get in His kingdom, to get in alignment with what He has for them. I don't feel the need to overextend myself. I don't feel the need to talk. I don't feel the need to buy things I don't have to have. I don't feel the need to do anything outside of what my Father has for me. I know right now what He has given me, that's enough for me to do what He's birthed me here to do. The same thing with you. Whatever you can physically see, whatever you can physically touch, that's all you need to do the thing He wants you to have. He wants you to do. So you may be thinking, Coach Jess, I don't have anything. I don't have no money. I don't have no resources. I don't have any educational background. I don't have anything. Listen, to be able to fix a nutritious meal for your family, to be able to coupon like no other, to be able to speak life and have a smile on your face and a positive word on your tongue. Sometimes that's all God wants from you. You think your gift has to be this grand, big, to the moon event. No, sometimes your gift is just being an optimistic person in a negative situation. Sometimes your gift may just be to write poetry or to do people hair. It could be the simplest thing that sometimes you just overlook and you don't even realize that you're serving your gift amongst one another. You don't even realize it because you do it so easily. Like what I'm doing right now, I would do this with my cousins, with my family, with my friends, with strangers. I would do it anywhere. And I didn't even realize, because I had been doing it, I didn't even realize it was a thing until I came across Latoya Okia, Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, like some of these people. And I started listening. And I was like, oh, so it's motivational speaking. I didn't really know how to put it into something where I can make it work for my good. But God also want me to remind you guys, even the negative things that happen to you, he's going to make that work for your good. Even the lack of what you don't have right now, he's going to put something in that space for you to reach the goal he wants you to reach. Okay, you don't have to do it on your own. You're going a certain way and you think that he's going to bring you that check, that breakthrough, that opportunity that come up in one way. God say your ideas are foolish to him. Your ways is foolish to him. Stop going that way. Don't follow another person on this earth. Okay, listen to your father and go the way he had for you to go, because he got a specific duty he needs you to do before you check up out of here. Okay, so the word that I got today is you are at a lost place. So somebody out there, you're feeling lost, you're feeling you're just feeling like you're spiritually totally lost without Christ right now. And I got that word because I got notice today that my vehicle that I wrecked earlier last week is not last week, it's been about 2 weeks, but it's totally lost. So that means that I would have to get another one. And on my Christmas list, I had wrote earlier that I wanted a new car. I really didn't want a new car prior to this accident, but after this accident, I said, God, I'm gonna need a new car. So I had wrote that I think prior to learning that it was totally lost. But I had already wrote that I want a new car, and then they called and said, hey, you're not going to be able to repair this one. So God say, just like the car has been lost, some of you guys are lost from him. Some of you guys are not in alignment with what he had for you to do. So he's needing for you to get into alignment, totally lose the things that are no longer serving you. Okay, so it's more like a spiritual loss. You're feeling like you're on an island all by yourself. Nobody in your family may not understand you. People at your job may think you're weird. You may even feel totally lost from your own identity or your own purpose, or things that inspire you don't inspire you anymore. I know since COVID has happened, a lot of people have had to do a self-reflection and put that mirror up to their own face, and a lot of us didn't like what we saw. So now we are doing self-development, seeking videos just like your own right now to try to get to a better place, so that if this ever happen again, if we ever have to put the mirror to our own faces, that we will enjoy the reflection that we see. We will embrace and love what is staring back at us from the inside out. Because remember, God judges our heart, not the outward appearances like our fellow man and women they do. God don't do that. He said he is trying to show you yourself from the inside out. And like I said, this gentleman, he just saw me, and I think he was an elder. And I have a soft spot for elders because I grew up with my elders. That's who took care of me. That's who provided for me, bought me clothes, provided everything I had was my elders. So when I see another elder, especially one that's smiling and friendly and look like they have a word of advice to help somebody like me, okay, I'm always extra. You got everything you need. How you doing? And just having that light exchange, people can see it on you and you can see it on other people. It's something in the inside of you that God just allows to shine. And the scripture that came to mind, because he had told me to go back to the book of Genesis, and I was like all the way at the beginning. So he said, what stuck out to me is in chapter 1 down here, I think you started at 16. It said, God made 2 great lights, the larger one to govern the day and the smaller one to govern the night. So it's talking about the sun and the moon. And then it reads on to say he also made the stars. Verse 17, it says, God set these lights in the sky to light the earth. And I don't know why that stuck out to me, but God say, listen, He put you out there to light up the earth. So right now, if you're feeling lost, you're feeling abandoned, you're feeling like you are going the wrong way, he said this is an opportunity for you to become like the stars. He said he even made the stars, and he made the stars to light up the earth. So that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be giving people that light, that love, that abundance, that patience, that mercy, all of that. We're supposed to be giving that to other people, especially the lost people. And it's very, very, very hard to give it to people who are disrespecting you and dishonoring you, or dishonoring themselves, or who are so lost that they can't even see that, you are pretty much like an angel in their life right now, just by you having the excellent character that you have, working on becoming a leader, getting into self-development courses, traveling to see people to help improve your life, or have business connections. You may be having relocation on your brain. And for me, I've never really wanted to relocate, but God is just putting that in my spirit. Like, Jessica, it may be time for you to relocate, hit the restart button, start all over, go the direction that I have for you to go. Because a lot of people in the Bible, they had to leave like their hometown, and they had to go out and do God's work. So the same thing with you have to figure out, how you can get back in alignment to what God has for you, because you're supposed to be the light. You're supposed to be the light on that job. You're not supposed to be there and participate in the darkness and the gossip and the negativity and the low vibrational things. You're supposed to be there to show people what the kingdom is all about. So if you are misrepresenting the kingdom on today, God say he wants you to get back into position so that you can be like a star to light up the earth. You are not supposed to be dull. You are not supposed to be sad and depressed. And I guess that's why the scripture says that we're supposed to be lenders and not borrowers. We're supposed to be above and not the tail. We're not supposed to be in this low vibrational energy, because that's not how a star is. The star lights up the earth. So that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be showing some light here, showing some light there, showing some light everywhere. But if your light is not being taken care of, if you are not setting boundaries, especially with your family members who think they can say whatever they want to say to you and get the same response they've been getting out of you, even your coworkers, you're going to have to say, listen, you cannot roll up on me like that. And you just say that sometimes by removing yourself from the situation, becoming more silent, and not like the passive aggressive silence, but you just don't participate. You have more like a yes or no answer. You don't give them a lot of you, because these people are going to drain your light, especially if you are allowing it. You are allowing other people to dim your light that you're supposed to be using to brighten up the earth. So if you have been lacking any of these things, this is why your light can't shine like it's supposed to. This is why people can't identify you when they see you in the grocery store as a kingdom ambassador, because you are out of alignment as far as taking care of yourself. You have not been putting yourself first. So if you're feeling lost, you're at a lost place, pretty much like totally feeling like drained, like it's some sort of like draining that you're feeling, where it's like you don't feel connected to Christ. You don't feel connected to the words. You feel like these words are for other people. And I love to use the analogy of Beyonce, because she's a high value person in society. So sometimes we may think that certain things is for the Oprahs and the Tyler Perrys and the Beyoncés and people like that. God say, no, you are a star as well. You're supposed to be lighting up the earth. You're not supposed to be only admiring these people. You're supposed to be right up there with them. Not just say you have to have that superstar mentality, but you have to have that superstar mentality in your heart, in your spirit, with your joy, with your language. It should be something on you. When you get into a crowd, somebody should be able to point you out and say, I know it was a joke I heard. It was something like when a woman is looking for her man, she'll be able to point him out of 100 men or something like that. So the same thing with you. If people can't quickly identify you as a leader, as a person who need to be like, if you're not the manager or the leader in an environment, you need to be right there up under like the second person that's going to be called as the person of responsibility. You shouldn't be way at the bottom where nobody want to follow you. Nobody want to come to work the same time you want to come to work. Nobody want to park where you park. Nobody want to wear what you wear. Don't nobody want to do nothing that you do. If nobody's copying you, that means that you're not being a big of an inspiration as you're supposed to. People are supposed to be coming to you to say, Coach Jess or Blessed Tribe member, what do you think about this? What would you do in this situation? People should be seeking you out. You shouldn't just be like a lump on the wall having no value. Whatever your thing is, even if it's not your thing, people are going to see that it's something in you that I would like to put inside of my life so that I can have that joy, that peace, that abundance, that prosperity, healthy relationships, boundaries, coming to work on time, being punctual, and, dressing a certain way. It should be something about you where people are saying, you just have that good facial routine every day. What is your facial routine? Me and my a lady that I work with, we were talking about facial routines and makeup and, just girly stuff. It should be something about you where people are just like, I noticed those earrings. I noticed that you did a facial routine this morning. I noticed that you decided to go back to school to advance your career. What made you make that decision? And people are inquiring these things because they admire that about you. Your light is shining in the earth. Like God said it's supposed to. You're a star. You're supposed to be shining and giving and radiating all this positivity. Everything is not going to be perfect. Just like I just said, I got this whole message out of really, like, think about if your vehicle just decided not to turn on tomorrow. You would have to go through the whole process of researching, finding, investing, all of that. But even how my mindset is, I'm totally lost, right? The vehicle, you can't repair it. The airbag came out. Throw it in the garbage, okay? But when you have a certain mindset, your mind is just like, whoa, I get an opportunity to say, God blessed me with something. I get an opportunity to say that he saved me from being no longer here. He saved me and my daughter. That's a miracle. That's a testimony. You can change negative things that happen in your life to make them work for your good. So instead of me focusing on the thing that's no longer a part of the equation, I'm going to be thinking about the forward thinking, the upward things, the things that are going to be prosperous to me. So the Bible also tells us that we should be thinking about things that are going to, motivate us and encourage us, uplift us, not discourage us and make us feel like victims. And if we're in despair, woe is me, how am I going to afford this? How long am I going to have to pay this amount, and I have to get it towed, and it's just so many moving parts behind the scenes. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about the opportunities that I get, how I can get more in position to do what my Father has for me, how I can receive, how I can make sure that I have my things in order. So when the people say, here go your keys, I'll be able to receive. So God say, get in position to no longer be lost, but to be totally abundant in the kingdom, to be totally sold out for what he has for you, the relationship that he has for you, the place and territories he have you to go and travel, and the influence he wants you to make. As this star, your gift and what you have is not just for you, your household, your kids, your family. It's just for the world. It said the stars are designed to light up the earth. So the earth is not just your hometown. When I first started this thing, I didn't even know different time zones. Like, my mind was so like that 1,000-mile radius chick. I hadn't even thought about it. So I'm sitting on a session waiting for a Blessed Tribe member to show up, and she never showed up. I'm like, girl, we just been emailing back and forth. We're so excited. Where are you? She's like, I've been waiting for you. Where were you, Coach Jess? I'm like, so something's going wrong. Where do you live? She's like, on the other side of the earth. So you're going to have to rise yourself above just the average everyday behavior. You're not average. I'm here to tell you on today that you're feeling lost because you think you're average. You think that you just gonna live there, go there, meet this person, marry that person, work there until you roll over and get a pension. No, your glory days are right now. You're one decision away from living the life of your dreams. So continue to make good decisions moving forward that's going to help you get to where you want to be and where you know your spirit is pulling you. Just like I'm telling you, my spirit is moving me in different directions, which is going to add value to my life. Things that are adding value to your life, continue to do them. You won't feel lost when you are adding value to your life. Your job won't feel like getting rid of you if you're adding value. Your organization won't put you at the bottom of the pile as the person to be picked to be honored or rewarded or promoted if you're bringing value. Think about how you can bring value. If that's just keeping your mouth closed and not adding to the fire in any situation, do that. Add value in that way. If it's just recording, and I have this nail tech in my local community. I haven't got my nails done in a long time, but when I get back in that season, God say, okay, I know exactly where to go. But she has like this certain style. I love her style. I compliment her style all the time. I was actually speaking with somebody else who get their nails done by her, and I was telling her I was trying to encourage her to start vlogging. Once you start doing something, you want everybody else around you to get on board and be like hyped like you are. But okay, she's not feeling it. And I was telling her, your gift is so amazing because you don't even have to talk. All you have to do is just put some music in the background and twirl around in the mirror and show people cute outfits. I love lookbook outfits because I don't know how to dress all like that. So I enjoy watching lookbooks for the summer and fall and new fashions and how to put it together and make it real cute. So she has like this real chic look about herself. She always dressed like yoga, goes to the mall. Like, it's like a certain look, but it's real cute. And it's always sophisticated and real loungy like, but she always dresses like this, and I always admire, like, girl, if you could, like, I would watch her video every day to figure out how to dress when it's 70 degrees, how to dress when it's raining. North Carolina weather is so crazy. You got to have be prepared for any type of weather. So things like that. You have this gift out here, and other people can see your gift on you, but you can't really see it like that. You don't have to be lost. You could be totally sold out for the goodness, for good things that God got for you, okay? You don't have to be wandering around and accepting the less than what you deserve. You don't have to stay in this lost place. I say get totally totally sold out for your healing, totally in position to get love, to receive knowledge, to keep positivity environments around yourself. If you feel your heart like, feeling some way when you get in certain environments, don't go. Give it 6 months and then you won't even miss it because your life is so much better without it. Some stuff we do and we tolerate and we don't even like it. Like, we don't like the results we get, but we still keep it around. So you have to get to a position where you just ready to cut it off, get totally tired of anything that's not serving you. So you don't have to start vlogging or anything like that. It's no pressure. But if you are having value, bring the value. That's all God is asking, for you to bring your value. If that's just you putting your little lipstick gloss on every morning and having a positive attitude, where men and cats and dogs jumping all off the curb when they see you because you are so like a star, you're just lighting up the earth. The enemy's gonna be mad. Just let them be mad. You won't even worry about them. You will start helping them too. You'll start blessing them too. You'll start making them rise up and become better people. They'll even think, well, what is wrong with me? I'm being nice. I'm smiling today. Ooh, I'm excited to get in an environment with this little angel I'm connected with. People should be running towards you, not because you want to be light, but because your light is so contagious. Your light is so just taking up all the room, all the air in the room. And this is all meant to be positive, not like being conceited and over the top, but this is to be impactful. You're supposed to be making some sort of impact, some sort of influence. You're supposed to be doing something positive. You're not supposed to be lost and wandering and feeling depressed and defeated. That's not what God got for you. He has abundance. He has joy. He has peace. One thing that works for me is listening to jazz music when I'm feeling anxious, when I'm feeling like, maybe sad, because this month is November for me. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. And I really, really miss my mom. And that really like broke my heart, and I really miss her. So one thing to help me keep my emotions in balance so that I can still add value is that I listen to jazz music while I'm studying, while I'm showering. I did a meditation this morning that was so impactful. So you have to do small things to feed your own spirit, to feed your own soul, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So bring the value. Don't let nobody put your light out or try to dim it or make you feel like you're too much. And that's what I think Cardi B just rapped about that or something. She said, that's why I always do the most, because other people don't do enough. You have to tell people when they try to make you feel bad about letting your light shine and light up the earth. You have to tell them, you don't do enough. So that's why I always do the most, because you don't do enough for the kingdom. You don't do enough leadership. You don't do enough self-development. You don't do enough for your children. You don't do enough for your spouse. You don't do enough in these areas. So that's why I'm going to do the most, to show you how it's supposed to be done. And it's not to be cocky. It's just to be a kingdom ambassador, to just be an eagle, to just be awesome and excellent. People can't stand it, especially if they're lazy, they're mean, they are angry all the time, and no happiness and joy. They're in a hell relationship where every day is hell for them. All they do is pay their bills. They don't have anything that is, their gift. You have to show these people that, you're doing too less. And I'm not going to go there, but I'm just going to show you how to do the most in the kingdom. Using my gift, using my voice, using my hands, using whatever adds value to this earth. I'm going to light it up. Okay. So I'm hoping that this word help you guys today. I love you. Today is gymnastics. So we are about to head to that, eat some Chick-fil-A afterwards, relax, chill, and just get ready for these holidays. I'm going to my grandmother's house. I'm just so glad to have her in my life. She's becoming older. She's having a surgery coming up. I'm not prepared for that. I'm already just holding on through November, just trying to get through the emotions that come with that. Because it's going to be weird going to her house, and this is my mother's mom, going to her house and my mother's not there, sleeping and watching the kids and helping her clean up. So it's kind of like I stepped in that position, so I offered to help her clean up and just be a positive. And now everybody say I look like my mom too, so that's another thing. Like when you show up with people who miss her equally as you do, the first thing they say is, "Oh, come here, you look just like Vera, you look just like Miss Tilly." And it's a dagger to my heart, because I'm also missing her. I'm also still grieving. But it's also a thing that I can make work for my good, to say, as long as I look like her, I'm going to represent her. I'm going to have the same heart as her. I'm going to be kind to people and gentle as a dove as she was. So I'm not always going to look at the negative. I'm also going to see how God wanted to work for me. So even in trauma, even in hard situations, even when negative things happen, you have to still stay in the kingdom. Keep that same language on your tongue. That's why you need to practice it every single day, so it can come like second nature. People won't easily be able to push you out of position and push you out the kingdom into the enemy's camp. You have to build that resiliency in order to get there, but you can do it just like I can do it. I used to think that was so cheesy when people used to say it. If I could do it, you could do it. But it's seriously now, like I done been through some things in this earth. Okay. If I could do it, you can do it too. If I can still put a smile on my face and go around family or pick myself up to add value, so can you. And I want to see you doing it. I don't want to see you out there lost and feeling totally disconnected from Christ, because these videos are meant to inspire you and keep you connected so that you can feel some peace and joy and be a great mother, a great role model, and somebody who brings value to this earth. I was listening to another video where a lady that I watch on YouTube, she was saying that suicidal thoughts run in her family, and how she had like several failed attempts. And just those thoughts, I have a different thing in my family. That's why I always tell you to think about the generational thing that's been taking multiple generations out, or prolonging multiple generations, um, so that you can identify it. But just to hear that people out here want to take their lives, God say you add value to this earth, even if it's just a smile, even if it's just working at that place that you work at. You may be sent there to do a specific thing, or to get into position to help someone else in your family. I'm not sure exactly what your thing is, but God say everybody adds value. And just to think, if she had taken herself out, just like previous people in her family, I wouldn't have never met her. She wouldn't have been able to inspire me. The same thing with me. If I would have got depressed and said, you know what, my mama passed, ain't none of my other friends' mamas died. Like, why mine gotta go first? Why I always gotta be the friend and do the hard stuff, had a child first, have certain things happen. I could be bitter and get into that, and you wouldn't be able to get any value from me in that attitude, because I would have not did the work and did the healing. So the same thing with you. If you stay wandering and you stay negative and you stay toxic, you stay tied up in that relationship and not being a good mother, and not doing the things that you're called better to do, then the people connected to you and your gift won't be able to change and get elevated in the kingdom. So it's people connected to your gift. So don't just, get your healing and get to a better place just for yourself. It's for other people as well. Your children, your extended family members, they're banking on you too to do the right thing. People at that job, nobody's going to change if you don't. So focus on the things that you can change. And don't worry about other people. Let them do the things that they've been doing that's not working, but you got to make a change. You got to say, today is the day where I'm no longer lost. I'm going to get in the kingdom. I'm going to get in self-development. I'm going to get into therapy. I am going to get into a life coaching session. I'm going to connect with friends who do not leech off me but add value. I'm going to go visit this one or connect with that one, or start the business, working only on the weekends, and still work my full-time job. However you have to transition into adding value, God says, don't be lost no more after today. This video should have helped you a little bit to understand that you being lost is prohibiting other people from getting into position and being able to be used. All right, I got to go. It's time for us to go to gymnastics. So I love you guys. I love you guys. If you have not sold into a life coaching session, please get a life coaching session. Not for me, but for the people that's attached to your gift, so that you can get your healing, so that you can talk through these problems. I done been through a couple things. I think I am vetted and invested into this business, into you guys. I have shown up. I have been consistent. I have showed you that you can trust me. Everybody not out to get you. Everybody not, just trying to take from you. I'm trying to add value to you. I am trying to get you to a position where you can be confident and bold and authority, and not feel like you have to go out of yourself to get certain things to be invited into your life. I'm trying to show you guys the way. So when you have an open door, God say, walk through it. You don't have to bust it down or, act crazy to get it. You can just walk right into it with freedom and ease, like cotton balls, okay? So if you've ever sown $1 into my life, listen, I appreciate it, because even just going through this totally lost situation with this car incident, I'm understanding how valuable $1 is, because sometimes when you have things obligations you have to meet, it's hard to make an investment into yourself, because you have so many outstanding things that you have to do. But your becoming who you need to be is priority number one. You won't be able to turn the lights on if you're depressed and sad and suicidal and things like that. So, do what you have to do, but also make sacrifices to be able to get to a healed place, so that you can just be more abundant in these things, and not just going through the day-to-day motions of work and home and food and kids, work, home, food, and kids. You just do the same thing every day. Something has to change within that cycle. So I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I know that the holidays are not always joyous and prosperous for people. that sometimes, it comes with a little anxiety, especially when you're growing and you're going to be communing with people that ain't got nothing to do with the kingdom. They don't care nothing about the kingdom. They don't want to hear that scripture stuff. They just want to smile and have a good time. So it's like you have to have that balance. And everybody, if you keep that in mind, everybody has value. Even the jerk on the job, they could be teaching you how not to be a jerk. They add value also. So when you stop looking at all the negative and start thinking about the positive, you don't even have time to focus on what other people are doing. You're going to be like, what? I didn't even see it. Tell me, what did you see? And then you so in the kingdom, you don't even see what they see. And people don't want to gossip with you, hang with you, invite you places when you not for the crowd. You going another way. That's why God say you on this video today, because you're being pulled to go another way. So just know that I love you guys. I support you. I'm here. Email me. I'm always willing to pray for people and just keep you uplifted. If you've ever invested into a life coaching session with me, I appreciate it. Subscribe. I appreciate it. Comment. I'd appreciate it. I just appreciate it all, because I know how hard it is when you got everything going on. So just to commit time with me and the channel and in the kingdom, God appreciate it, and I appreciate it too, okay? So enjoy your tomorrow. Rest tonight so that you can be prepared and motivated and happy when you are celebrating, even if it's just resting, going into your living room and turning on your TV and just doing nothing, and eating something Thanksgiving related, okay? Whatever you decide to do on tomorrow, I want you to be at peace. I want you to be at joy, and I want you to be at feminine rest, okay? All Boston Lip Gloss. Have a great, great day. Make you a cup of tea, okay? Take you a beautiful shower, lotion that body up, do that facial routine, whatever you got to do to have some total relaxation, okay? I love you guys. Continue to have a blessed and prosperous day. Come right back up here tomorrow. I'm going to be up here giving you guys another mental health motivational word. Have a great Thanksgiving. Coach Jess loves you. And me and London about to get to this gymnastics session, okay? God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.